Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the Monday Night Skill Check. This is Blackjack Kent. We are here today with Opus Magnum, a game that I have not tried before, do not really know that much about, but I'm excited to check it out. We have Dorian here, we have Lee, we have Ryder, we have Kai. Welcome, friends. Thank you for being here. Happy Monday. And yeah, having the ad break right at the beginning was actually a deliberate choice on my part. The idea being that we can get, because I have to, in order to not have pre-roll ads, Twitch forces me to show 3 straight minutes of ads per hour. So the idea is that if I can get rid of one of those ad breaks right at the beginning, then it's not actually covering up any gameplay, it's just covering up the pre-roll thingy. So that's the thought process behind it. I'm definitely still open to suggestions on what the best way is to handle this, but it's what I've been trying out lately. But yeah, welcome. As I said, don't know too much about this game. Time for the brain breakage, says Kai. I know it's a puzzler. I know it's kind of a programmy sort of thing. I know it's a steampunky sort of thing, seems like. Dorian was particularly encouraging me to check it out. And yeah, so I'm interested in seeing what we're getting into here. As with all new games that we're checking out, this is sort of an experiment. We're going to see how it feels as a stream game. If we enjoy it, maybe we'll do more weeks. If it's not working, then we'll move to something else, basically is the plan. There was no opening cutscene or anything. It just dropped me on the screen. So I guess we're just going to start with, it says, okay, prologue, the transmutation engine, transmutation lab rules. Hopefully you guys can read that. Transmutation lab rules. Access is restricted to graduate level alchemical engineering students and faculty only. Any exceptions must be approved by the chancellor. Keep your student alchemist permit and sigil with you at all times while in the lab. No food or drink is permitted in the lab. Do not sit or lean on transmutation engines or their related components. Please keep the area clean for everyone else. And then in handwriting, that means you, Anastasis. God damn it, Anastasis. Okay. Alright, so we just had to read that in order to get started. Lesson, introduction. I'm amazed you put off learning how to use the transmutation engine for this long, says Henley Servin. Okay. So we're just gonna click to advance the story. Here we go. Okay. So is Anastasis is us, I guess. I was concentrating on working by hand. You know that. Anastasis, we're about to graduate. I know. That's why I need you to summarize all this for me as fast as you can. Okay. In we go. New. Whoops. Wait, no. Okay. I see. Okay. These are... Okay, I'm already digging this musical vibe. Okay, these are reagents. They are the input materials for doing alchemy. This is a product. Your job as an alchemist is to build machines that combine reagents into useful products. Oh fuck, this is a bop, okay. This is the instruction tray. Instructions tell a machine's parts what to do. To complete the puzzle, build all products, plus the play button below to start the transmutation engine. Okay. I mean, it seems to already be working. I don't know if I need to do anything else. Okay. Your machine is successfully... Great. I did it. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, wait, hold on. I want to go back. I want to look at it again. Okay, hold on. Understand so far? Of course, I knew this part was easy. That's why I never worried about it. I count you as a friend, Anastasis, but sometimes you carry your genius alchemist act a little too far. Act? Alright, hang on. I want to look at this again. Okay, so we have this, I guess the stuff in bronze here is the product that we're trying to produce. And then, okay, so these are piston arms. A single arm and gripper that can extend and retract. And this this is also... Oh, no, this is okay. This is a fixed length arm. And this is a piston arm. Glyph of calcification. The glyph of calcification transmutes any of the 4 cardinal elements, air, fire, water, and earth, into neutral salt. This is a glyph of bonding. Glyph of bonding creates a bond between 2 atoms, after which they will move as a group. Okay, so let me look at what this actually does. So this is actually, it's funny that I'm starting this right now, because I literally, like 2 days ago, was like, hey, I have this game, TIS 100, in my backlog that I've been meaning to poke at. And it's basically like programming in assembly language, but it's a very similar setup to this. Not with the, like, alchemy and everything, but with the, like, solutions you have to go through, and then you can step through them and stuff like that. Alright, so we'll just look at how this works step by step. So the first step, these things both grab their fires. This one turns. Turns twice. Oh, I see. Okay. So there are instructions down here. Having just gone through a course in college where we had to program in assembly, fuck assembly. Agreed. Preach. In my master's degree, the 2 courses I had to take in systems programming were the worst time of my life. I hated it. I reopened TIS 100 and I got like 3 problems into it, and I was like, oh, I remember why I never finished this game. Because this is literally just like assembly programming, and it's not fun. More power to anyone who enjoyed that game. I wanted to enjoy it. I really did, but I could not get into it. Okay, so we have our instructions down here, and this is determining what each of the control spots here does. So we have 1 and 2, and 1 controls this, so we tell it... I'm assuming we're going to learn what all this means more specifically in the following tutorials, but it looks like grab, turn, turn, drop, turn, turn, back, grab, turn, turn, drop, turn, turn. So that's going to set up our 2 fires over here. And then this one is just for arm 2, I assume, is going to grab, turn, turn, convert to salt, drop, something. Hold on. Alright, so we do another step here. Turns back, grabs again, and now we're moving both 1 and 2. So the next step, 1 is going to turn, 2 is going to grab. Yep, there we go. And then they're both going to turn. Got it. Okay, so 1 turns, and now that... Okay, can I step back? Be nice if I could step back, but... So once these 2 things were next to each other in this... What do they call it? It was like a glyph of bonding, right? So once these 2 were next to each other in the glyph of bonding, they will continue to move together when this one continues to turn. So that pushes that up like that. And then those 2 are in line to receive the salt, which just got converted by the fire being moved onto it. Got it. Okay. And then that releases, that drops, and then the next step, 2 releases while 1 starts moving back. Oh no, 2 extends, and then drops. And then comes back. That's so cool. We haven't even done anything yet, but this is really cool. Alright, cool. Alright, I understand. Now what? Lesson arms. Okay, so now we're probably going to actually learn all the things that I just figured out from watching. So let's take the first and most important part, the arm. I understand. What's next? Wait, don't rush ahead. Let me go through the material. You need to see this. Okay. God damn it, I keep doing that. Open. There we go. All right. So, mechanism. Fixed length arm. A single arm and gripper. Place an arm below, setting the rotation and length so the gripper is over the reagent. Then add the instructions to the instructions tray below to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Oh, man. Okay. Even if I don't play all of this on stream, I can tell that I could really easily get, like, obsessed with this game. Okay. All right. Right. So I don't know if there's, like, a visual way to tell what the difference is between the products and the reagents. I guess the reagents are light and the products are dark, I guess is the difference. Okay, so down here. Okay, so here's our instruction now. Drop. Opens all grippers on an arm, dropping any held atoms. Rotate. Rotates 60 degrees. In each direction. And then grab. Okay, so I was right. I was basically right in my interpretation from the previous one. Okay, so for arm 1, we're grabbing, turning, dropping, turning back. For arm 2, we're grabbing, turning twice, dropping, turning back. And then for this one, we're going to need to... Wait. Set the rotation and length. How do I do that? This is a fucking bop, man. I'm gonna be... Okay. How do I... Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. Nice. Okay, so we're over the reagent right now, and we want to grab. We're gonna turn 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Counterclockwise. Release. And turn the other way. 3 times. Right? Hiya! Hell yeah! I'm so good at this. Sick. Alright. This is already really cool. Alright. Right, so arms pick up and move elemental proxies around the surface of the transmutation engine. Right, and you control their behavior. With instructions, yes, of course. Of course. Henley's gonna fucking punch us in the nose, Jesus. Alright, what's next? Pivots. In some cases, you'll want an arm to rotate what it's gripping. You mean as opposed to the arm itself rotating. That's right, in those cases, we'll use pivot instructions. Okay. Place an arm below, then add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Okay, so we need to put something here. We're trying to produce stabilized fire, which is fire and salt. I see. Okay, so we've already got it. So these two are bonded together, and we need to pick both of them up and move them both here. I think. And that's what this arm is already doing. It's picking up the reagent. Picking up the reagent, turning left. Rotating the atom. Right, because otherwise it would be diagonal. So you have to rotate it slightly to make it horizontal again. And then drop it. And then come back. Okay, so we want to do the same thing here, in other words. Hey, Plasma, how's it going? Alright, so we're going to grab this sucker. I'm going to fucking lose my train of thought every time that beat drops. This is such a good track. Okay. We're going to grab. We're going to turn counterclockwise once. And then we're going to rotate or pivot rather, clockwise. One. Do this, and then this, right? Making fish fingers and chips for dinner. Also took a quiz and discovered if I was a mermaid, my bottom half would be a shark. Nice. My Monday is going okay. I am suffering from the maladies of physical existence, but such is life. Monday's been a little miserable, but has improved significantly since I got home. Well, I'm glad it's improving. That quiz also does sound really fun. All right, let's see if I did this right. Yeah! Hell yeah. Sick. This is so satisfying. What the fuck? This is like a dopamine generator. All very straightforward and simple. How nice that this is so easy for you. Why? How long did it take you to learn all this? Let's just keep going. This poor guy. Alright, pistons. A piston arm is a special kind of arm that can extend and retract. And presumably there are instructions to control the piston. That's right, I'll demonstrate. Okay. Place a piston arm below, then add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Been repairing... sorry, my brain like short-circuited halfway through that sentence. I've been repairing clothes all day. Nice. I mean, potentially a bit annoying, but cool that you can do it. Okay. You can press the WASD keys while oh, cool. Okay, so I can do that and then that. Nice. Okay. Alright. Place a piston arm below, then add instructions. Do. Alright, so we need to pick up... What do we need to do here? We need to pick up this salt and put it here. Okay, so we can't use the standard length arm. We have to use the piston because the distance from here to here is different from the distance from here to here. Okay, and we're gonna do. Okay. So, we need to grab, first of all, we need to retract, well, hold on. We need to turn 1, 2, and then retract 1. So counterclockwise. My water's been cut off in my neighborhood as of 20 minutes ago, so that contractors can continue repairs. That sucks. I am so sorry, Lee. That is super annoying. Okay, let me think here. Okay, so we want to go counterclockwise. 1, 2, and then retract 1. And then drop. Wait, where'd my drop control go? Oh, reset instruction. Creates a sequence of instructions that will make an arm drop any held atoms and reset to its initial rotation, length, and position. Well, that's convenient. Let's do that then. Nice. Still have power, that's all I need right now. Heat index has been pushing near 100 degrees. Ugh. Ugh. Imagine me spritzing you with water. That sounds awful. Alright, this is all very satisfying. I see. Piston arms can reach areas you can't with a normal arm. That's what makes them so useful. They cost a little more than regular arms, though. And I can use the reset instruction to make an arm return to its initial state from wherever it is. That's convenient. Just remember, the reset instruction takes the same amount of time it would take to issue those individual instructions. Well, yes, of course it will. Of course. Poor Henley is having a time of it. I know that there's a whole, like, thriving leaderboard scene in this game, and I just want to disclaim right at the beginning here, I am not worried about optimization, okay? We're gonna count it as a win if I can get from point A to point B. I might on my own time, but not on stream. What's next? Next, we have tracks, which are like paths you can place on the board. It's easier to show you. Okay. Create a track between the reagent and the product. Then place an arm on the track and add instructions to make it pick up the reagent. Okay. Got it. Okay, so we can do that. And then we put the arm on here. Okay, so we're gonna do a grab. Oh, and there are hotkeys for this, aren't there? So I can do F. I have to F and then click. Okay. I imagine some people have gotten, like, scary good with this. What is this plus indicator? Moves an arm on the track in the positive direction and negative direction. Okay. Oh, that's good. All right, fingers crossed. Okay, so we want to go 2 in the positive direction, right? And then we're going to turn to the right. Right? Yes. Turn 2 clockwise. And then reset. Okay. Nice. Let's fucking go! I'm so good at this. Alright. I see. When you place an arm on a track, the arm can move forward or backward along the path. Tracks can be quite powerful, but I'm still learning how to use them effectively in my designs. Could you put multiple arms onto a single track? I think so. I never thought to try that. I'll have to experiment later. Alright, we're almost through the tutorial. Transmutation. To perform transmutations, we use glyphs. For example, say I want to calcify an element. You'd place a glyph of calcification on the board and move the element you want to calcify over it. Anateus, I mean, yes, that's correct, but at least let me get through the explanation first. I got all the explanation I needed. Anateus, you're such a dick, dude. Why have I got to be you? Alright, use a piston arm and a glyph of calcification to turn the reagent into the product, a salt atom, and move it to the product output. Okay. So this is the glyph of calcification, right? Glyph of calcification transmutes any of the 4 cardinal elements, air, fire, water, and earth, into neutral salt. Right. So we want to grab... Okay, so I can place the... Okay. So we just have to pass over it, right? So if we just put this here... wait. Here. Playing on becoming the avatar, apparently. Alright, so then we're gonna do a grab. Turn 1 to the right. Nope, that's the wrong. Can I? There we go. D. There we go. 1 to the right. And that should automatically saltify it. And then we retract 1 and drop. Actually, just drop and reset. Alright, enjoy dinner, Ryder. Nice. Alright. This is very cool. It's quite fast, this glyph. Yes, welcome to modern alchemical engineering. How many transmutations are available as glyphs? Most of the common ones so far. There's ongoing research to develop more, which you would know about if you paid any attention to recent developments in your field. Alright, this must be the glyph of bonding. It is. To use it, actually, why don't you show me how it works? Seems that's the way things are going here. Very well. Poor Henley. I appreciate the time that you're taking to help me, even if Anateus doesn't. Analeus. Okay. Use 2 arms in the glyph of bonding to bond the 2 salt atoms together and move them to the product output. Got it. Okay. So once this and this are moved in, then they get stuck together and they'll move together if we pick them up again, right? So, I'm going to do this. Here we do this. Alright, so now we can control both arms. So for 3, we're gonna pick up, turn to the left, drop. I just reset, I guess. That's all we need to do. And then for 4, we're gonna pick up, whoops, pick up, turn to the right, drop, and then we want to pick the whole thing up, turn, wait, never mind, no, it's gonna have to be number 3 because we can't turn this one to quite the right angle, but we can turn this one to the right angle. So, god damn it. Okay, hold on. So we don't want this. This music is so good, man. Okay. So for this one, we're gonna drop. Wait, okay. So we need to, first of all, pick up on number 4, turn to the right, clockwise. And this one drops and retracts. And then we need to wait for that to start moving, finish its drop, basically. So the first step of this, and then we can have you drop, and you pick up again. 3 picks up again, and is going to carry the whole thing up here, but it'll have to rotate it. Wait. Pick up, turn counterclockwise, and then rotate clockwise, and then reset. Alright, I think that's right. I'm enjoying trying to do as much as possible of this in my head and see if I can get it the first time. I'm sure once we get into more complicated stuff, I will have to debug more aggressively, but yeah! Alright. Killing it. Transmutation engine makes alchemical engineering far simpler. You could have been using it this whole time. But I'm glad I did things the hard way for so long. I hope you're not like this in real life, Anateus. But this is real life. Alright, last one. Stabilized water. Last tutorial. I think that's everything you need to know to use the transmutation engine effectively. I'll make one more product to make sure I get it. Panning and scrolling. The building areas, part trays, and instruction tray can all be panned by right-clicking anywhere within them and dragging your mouse. If you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, you can also use that to vertically scroll through the parts instruction. Okay, cool. So we can have an infinite number, I guess, of instructions and thingies, potentially. What does that say? 5 critelli. what that's about. All right, from now on, you will place products and reagents on your own. They are at the top of your toolbox. Okay. So our goal is to produce stabilized water, which is... Okay, cool. Which is a salt and a water. And our reagents are water and water. Okay, so we need to have one arm that puts the reagent over this thingy. Oh, there's more types of glyphs of bonding. There's a glyph of unbonding, which eliminates the bond. There's a glyph of multi-bonding, which creates 3 bonds. And there's a glyph of equilibrium. Perfectly balanced in all aspects, the glyph of equilibrium does nothing but remain where it's placed. Some alchemists use it as a convenient marker or for aesthetic considerations. Well, that's fun. So if I wanted to be stylish about it. I don't know that I'm at the point where I can do that just yet. Oh man, okay, we got some complicated shit happening here actually. Hold on. So we've got a fixed length arm, several different types of fixed length arms, all the way up to 6 at a time. Oh, that's fucking wild looking. Holy, okay, we're not gonna do that just yet. Piston arm, single arm and gripper that can extend and retract, and a track. Okay. I already feel the compulsion to try and make this like elegant and shit. But okay. All right. So we know that we want... Well, this is like programming, and there is a degree to which programming can be elegant and aesthetically pleasing, which I do enjoy trying to do when the occasion presents. So I think we just want to do that, right? And then we basically just need to do grab, turn, drop, counterclockwise. Turn, reset, and then on number 2, wait, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Grab, turn, drop, and then grab, turn, drop, clockwise on this one. Right? Programming maybe, but take my word for it. Chemistry is messy as shit. Fair, I believe you. Oh, what happened? Atoms may not collide. Did I not do it correctly? Huh. Is this not... Oh, I see. It already got it. It has to be right. Okay. I got it. My bad. I forgot about the bonding. Gotta do that first. And then number 2 needs to drop. Wait for the other one to drop. And then grab. Turn clockwise again. Rotate counterclockwise once. That should do it, right? Not quite. Whoopsies. God damn it. I did the wrong one. This should be pivot. Counterclockwise 1. There we go. Now we got it. Killing it. Stabilized water. Your machine has successfully created the desired product. Alright, so we're right in the middle of everybody else's solutions, which happen to be Dorian and I think and Luke, right? Alright, killing it. So what are your plans after you graduate? I think I'll be a head alchemist for one of the August houses. That's bold, right out of school. Why not? True enough, no ambition could be too great for you. And yourself? I like it here. I think I'll stick around and hopefully become a professor. You do seem to have an affinity for teaching. Think so? Well, then may each of us realize his opus magnum. Opus magnum. I've always found that to be a rather pretentious term, but I agree with the sentiment at least. Why are you laughing? Antaeus Vaya found something pretentious. Tell me more. Alright, we completed the tutorial. Let's frickin' go. Alright, so now we enter the story proper. I guess we're gonna find out what Antaeus is gonna do. I think it only shows the people I'm friends with who have played this, which I think is just you guys. Okay. Imperial University, College of Alchemical Engineering. Dear Antaeus, congratulations on your appointment to the position of head alchemist to the House Fantassin. I am very pleased to see you find a position in line with your talent and abilities. So we did indeed get the head alchemist position right out of school. As you prepare to leave the academic life, I want to offer a word of advice. The politics of the city are much harsher and more dangerous than those of the academy. You are singularly gifted talent, and I would hate to see you get caught up in these conflicts. The alchemist's place is not to sink to the level of those around us, but to rise above them in service of our art. Best of luck to you. Nadine Tolomeo, Professor and Chair, College of Alchemical Engineering, Imperial University. Alright, Fantassin's new alchemist. Concordia Lem. So, how did it go? A nightmare. Armand kept going through his old stories about honor and righteousness. The Lady Fantassin looks like she's embalmed. Frederick spilled food down the front of his shirt. What a brave man you are, surviving a formal dinner. It really is difficult, though. I can't stand the stuffiness. Armand didn't remember my name. Captain Gelt had to prompt him several times. To be fair, you started only rather recently. Yes, I suppose it's too much to ask. Such a complicated, burdensome thing to remember one single name, the name of your new alchemist. The one who graduated at the top of his class from the College of Alchemical Engineering. Antaeus. See, you remember my name just fine. Think Armand would know my name, keeping in mind I've been here my whole life. Maybe next time you can go in my place. He might not even realize he's a different person. Alchemist, provisioner, which were you again? Yes. You'll get us in trouble. I've been doing this for years. I like her already. Alright. Refined gold. Well, this is an odd first project. I feel like someone's having a laugh at my expense. Why, were you asked to create the Philosopher's Stone? Close, actually. One more guess. Transform lead into gold? Yes. Apparently there's an old Fantassin lead mine, and wouldn't it be better if it produced gold instead? Armand suggested it so casually. Sounds wonderful. Time to put your university degree to the test. Alright, so we gotta turn lead into gold. Glyph of Projection. The Glyph of Projection consumes an atom of quicksilver and promotes an atom of metal to its next higher form. By doing this repeatedly, even lead, the basest metal, can be transmuted into the finest gold. Okay. Alright, well that seems straightforward. Alright, so this is our lead, and this is our quicksilver. And we want to produce gold. Got it. Okay, so let's get our Glyph of Projection then. We'll do that. And we'll want to set up our reagents here. We'll have to do a little trial and error. I don't know how many promotions lead has to go through in order to become gold. Okay. And we'll put our lead there. This is where the quicksilver goes, is over here, right? Okay. So we'll do another arm here. Alright. So number one is just going to grab, go clockwise, reset repeatedly, basically, as many times as we need. And then arm... Oh, wait, sorry, that's arm 2. Actually gonna... Just for my own mental bookkeeping, we're gonna try and keep these in numerical order, I think. So yeah, so then we'll do 1 will just be this. And then 2 is going to grab pivot clockwise, and then it's just gonna wait the necessary number of times. Do I just have to hold it there, or do I have to drop it? Unclear. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, period override instruction. When starting the transmutation engine... Wait, what was that? When starting the transmutation engine, all instruction sequences are automatically padded, so they have the same period as the longest instruction sequence in the solution, which ensures that all arms are kept in sync. By placing a period override instruction at the end of an instruction sequence, the period of the solution can be artificially increased. This is rarely necessary, but can be useful if a solution is repeating too quickly, causing collisions or other conflicts. Okay, I can't imagine when I would need that. We also have repeat instructions. Oh, hell yeah. Create a sequence of instructions that will repeat the preceding set of instructions. Okay, I think we might need that here. Stops an arm from following instructions. Huh. Okay. Hold that thought. Okay. Let's say, hypothetically, that we only need 1 pass. In which case, we would wait for that first drop. If lab equals explode, stop. Exactly. That's how chemistry works, right, Plasma? Okay, so in that case, we wait for arm 1 to drop, and then we continue pivoting to the right, and drop. And reset, rather. So this is just a test run, just to see if this... Okay, so it did do the transmutation. It's just the wrong output, which is good. This is what we expect. Okay, so in that case, so let's add this repeat then. So we just want this to keep doing what it's doing. Why is this erroring? How do I... Instruction errors must be fixed, it says. So clearly I'm using this incorrectly. Oh, wait, I see. Hold on. Do you have to... Oh, never mind. Not really. That's what's known in chemistry as a redundant operand. If the lab had exploded, everything will stop without additional instructions. True. Okay, I don't understand what this is doing. So I'm allowed to place it here, but not here for some reason. Oh, wait, I see. Okay, I see. So the amount, if I had put it here, there's nothing to repeat. So if it put it here, that means that it repeated 1 step's worth, 2 steps worth, 3 steps worth. So that keeps everything in sync, right? So we do like that. wait. Ah! Hold on. Something went weird there. Hold on. Step. Alright, so we get there. You drop. Oh. It's just not doing anything. Hold on a second. Just like that. Oh, wait. No, almost. Jellyfish. Nice. This thing is confusing me a little bit. Hold on. Alright, wait. So if we just do one space in here, what does that look like? That's right. I don't know why we need one space in there. Okay. Likely the most ancient creature among these results. Say what you may, but a life of mindlessly drifting with the current hasn't failed them yet. Nor have they felt the need to change their blueprint all that much. Turns out a mass of stinging tendrils attached to a viscous water balloon is both efficient and surprisingly elegant. Love it. Okay, so that works. I'm a smidge baffled. Oh! Of course, because this is 2 steps. That's why. This is already, because this one is already a mask for 2 steps. So there has to be, we have to account for that before placing the repeat, which then repeats everything prior to it. Okay, all right. It makes sense now. I got it. Okay, so we can then do that again, right? And move these guys down further. If we want to do another cycle. Not quite. We're not there yet. We need one more. Oh, one more. There we go. Nope. Nope. Even more. Sheesh. It was a long business. There we go. Nice. Got it. If there's a faster way to do this, I don't have any idea what it would be. Alright. Apparently there is a faster way to do it. I, again, cannot think what it would possibly be. But that's fine. Okay. Cool. Can you make lead into gold? I can scarcely believe it. Well, at least it's finished with now. Like asking a fish if it can swim. You're taking this remarkably poorly, Anateus. I was expecting a challenge, that's all. Sounds like you want a chance to show off. I'm not sure I'd go that far. Oh, man. Okay, we got a bunch of things to do. Face powder. Have you seen the Lady Van Tassen recently? A few days ago, why? Do you notice how pale her face is? Well, she's well known for her pallor. Why, did someone ask you to do something about it? Armand himself did. Seems it's gotten worse lately. People are whispering about her health. That's unfortunate. The lady hasn't had an easy time of things. I'd hate to see her slandered on top of it all. Alright. Alright, so we're making face powder, which is salt and earth. Salt and earth. Make face powder. So this is pretty much like doing the stabilized water that we did in the tutorial, right? I bet we could do something like fancy with this, right? Do it with one arm. Or something. There's definitely some like fancy shit we could do with this. Yeah, wait, actually, okay, hold on. Hold on. It would be something to do with like... Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, we only have one reagent to play with. One reagent source to play with. Okay, that actually... So I actually have to. I have to do something fancy here. Put this where two different arms can reach it in that case. Okay. Let's do this. This is where it starts getting fun. Yeah, okay. This is cool. Okay, alright, so we're gonna try and keep these numerically unfucky as much as possible. It's a technical term. Okay, so then one is gonna go grab left, extend, reset, and two is gonna go grab, turn 3 times, counterclockwise, drop. Right? Oh wait, no, and we have to bond. Fuck, we have to bond them. Okay. Hold on. Okay, this is probably very inefficient. Whoops. Okay, so then in that case, we're gonna do that. Okay. Alright. So, in that case, one is going to... Okay, this is more complicated than it looked at first glance. Okay, we got an ad break coming in. We will go ahead and run that, and I will continue pondering on this for the subscribers in the group. And then we'll be back in 3 minutes. If I can get my controls open. Yes, okay, so we're gonna run an ad break here. Pet your pets, stretch your legs, get a drink. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Stand by. And for those of you remaining with me, I will continue to stare at this thoughtfully. So the necessity of the glyph of bonding makes all of this a lot more complicated. I am sort of trying to figure out how to like make this a little bit. I think I like so my understanding of how this works is that there's three different ways these things are judged for quality. There's the number of cycles, the like speed, I think, or like the number of actions taken, the speed of the overall process, and the like amount of area it takes up. I think I want to try to at least maybe focus on trying to... I don't think I'll be very good at the like time optimization, but I might be able to do the space optimization a little bit. So we can try and make this kind of looking compact and elegant at least. Okay. So in that case, we're gonna do grab, turn, 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 clockwise. Yes. Turn, 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 and then reset. And then 2 is gonna go grab, turn, turn, drop. God damn it. Turn, turn, drop. It's gonna wait until you do your drop, and then it's gonna grab again. And do the clockwise turn, counterclockwise pivot, and then reset. Right? Alright. Thanks for hanging out for a bit, Lee. Enjoy your nap, and I hope that your water comes back quick. And we'll catch you later. Not sure, she might be stuck in the ad break, so I'll say this in chat. Okay. And we're back from the ad break, and I think I've got this set up correctly. I was saying, for those who were caught in the ad, that we can optimize for the number of actions taken, the length of the total cycle, or the area that it takes up. And I think I'm going to do my best to try and make these things at least compact. I don't think I'm going to be too good at optimizing for time, but I do want to kind of try and... Oh. Okay, an atom may not be moved in 2 different directions at once. Okay, well, that answers that question. Can I, like... I could, like, grab everything. Oh, I can! Haha! Look at that. There we go. So I think we can do... Oh. Wait, what? Got it. Okay, so we have to wait until it's been moved out of the way before we can grab another one, right? There we go. Whoa! Oh, that's not right. Hang on. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. We need to turn many more times than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So move these over. Put 2 more of these in. Okay, this is kind of funny. This definitely feels very programming debugging-ish, where you're like, wait, that's not what I intended to do at all. Okay, so we get there, that part's right. And then we grab... Actually, while we're at it, here's a question that I was wondering about. Do we even have to drop it? Or does it bond instantly and then we can just move it again? Because that would simplify things a little bit, right? Okay, that's good. That's good to know. That works. This part, however, is incorrect. So let's... Okay, so we made the connection. Turn that way. Oh, that doesn't reach. Whoopsies! Okay, but that's fine. We can just move this, right? There we go. Why didn't that work? Hang on. So make the salt and the earth, and they're bonded. Oh, I didn't drop it. Nice, I did. Wait a minute, what? This feels very programming-y now. Why are you not working? Oh, because I still have the... We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We can just do that. There we go. Now we're talking. Hell yeah. This is insanely satisfying, actually. I'm not sure this will make for more than 1 week of streams, but I am definitely going to play the shit out of this. This is very satisfying. Okay, apparently we could have made that smaller. I'm trying to think how that would even... I don't know how that would even be possible. Here's a question. Can we, instead of going counterclockwise here, can we go clockwise and go over the mechanism? Is that allowed? Can find out. So we can then do clockwise, clockwise, and that would save us some area. Oh, no. Okay, we can't do that. I was wondering, and now I know. In that case, yeah, I have no idea how we would make this smaller. But that's fine. That's fine. Cool. Alright. We completed it. That should help the lady's face look less pale, though it's quite a superficial solution. Who can really say what troubles the Lady Van Tassen? It's not for us to know. Have you ever heard her speak? She didn't say a word during the dinner I went to. I remember her speaking to me once or twice when I was a child. Odd. Just another one of the many Van Tassen mysteries, I suppose. One gets used to them after a while. Alright. Waterproof sealant. Do you know much about ships, Concordia? Our merchant fleet delivers goods from overseas about once a month. Why? Captain Gelt told me they used to have some kind of substance they put on the hulls so they don't rot. I don't know anything about it. Have you ever been on a ship? I haven't, no. You? Not at all. It sounds ghastly, being tossed around on the ocean, then getting eaten by sea monsters. I'm sure not all sea voyages are like that. Enough of them are. Alright, we're making waterproof sealant. Glyph of multi-bonding. Okay, cool. Neat. Alright, so we need to produce... What is this? 2 waters and an earth. Or air, 2 airs and an earth. 2 airs and a water, excuse me. Okay. 2 airs and a water it is. And yeah, we can definitely use that glyph of multi-bonding to produce this, one would think. It said we can do up to 3 thingies on that, right? So what if we did like that? We only have 2 reagent sources to play with. Do like this. Do the piston. That. Do one more arm like this for the. Whoops! I have it backwards. It backwards. This needs to be here, and this needs to be over here. Okay, so the idea, what I want to do is I want to fill all these in, and then just yoink the whole thing into its spot. Thusly. So then, my plan of having all of these always in the numerical order has definitely gotten foobarred, but that's okay. So for this one, we're going to grab this. And we want to drop it one there and one there. So we're going to say grab, turn 2 clockwise. 1, 2, drop. Back to... Actually, wait. I can just do a reset command here, right? Reset. And then grab again. Turn 3 clockwise. 2, 3. Reset. And then, meanwhile, over here, our number 3 arm will be loading this sucker up. Wait. Not from there, it won't. From up here. There we go. So we're just gonna do a quick grab on number 3. Grab, turn once counterclockwise. Reset. And then once all this is in place, our piston can just grab, retract, reset. Right? Theoretically. Oop. That's not right. How does we not collide? Oh, okay, so we need to reverse this. This over here. So we need to place this one first and then this one, basically. So arm cannot extend or retract. Oh, I put this in the wrong. God damn it. I put these in the wrong. This feels very much like programming. Just like really stupid stuff. What are you even doing? Why are you doing that? What are you doing? Wait, hold on. Why did you start oh, wait, hold on. Halt. I see. It will just start over. Otherwise. So like that. There we go. What the fuck? Wait, stop. Hold on. That's not what I wanted. This is hilarious, actually. How do I thought it was supposed to extend out to the end of the longest process. Way back when I was at college, a good friend of mine taught mechanical programming at Brunel University. They used to have exercises just like this. Nice. This is really cool. Common alchemical primes and their transmutations. Oh, okay. This shows us that progression that we did in the other exercise. Everything around us is made from combinations of a small number of underlying elements. By studying these elements and their transmutations, the alchemist learns to understand the workings of the universe itself. So true, bestie. Why is this not... Hold on. Huh. So wait, so if I... Oh wait, is this where I need the... No? Okay, hold on. So if I have anything else in here, then all of these stretch out to the right length. But if I remove that, why does this stretch out all the way over here? Huh. This is a little bit baffling. Conceptually, I think this is right. I don't know why it's... If I do that, then it looks like everything works properly. Another thing that is very programming-y. I don't know why I need this, but it stops the people being upside down. Okay, well, it worked. It worked and it's small. I don't know if that's the intended solution at all, but it worked. With the sealant ready, the fleet should soon be ready to set sail and bring back, well, whatever it brings. They're loaded with all kinds of things. Cloth, pottery, mineral ores, rare herbs, strange stones, sometimes even animals. Sounds like a good business. I'm not sure. Those contracts were drawn up centuries ago. I doubt even Armand knows the details. Hooray for invention. Yeah, no kidding. Hangover cure. Oh, fuck yeah. If I'd known I was to be tasked with curing a hangover. Oh, I bet I know who asked you for that. It was Captain Gelt, wasn't it? How'd you guess? It'd be good for him to be at least somewhat functional in the mornings. It seems prudent for the head of security for the entire house to not be totally incapacitated on a regular basis. Let's not go too far. Alright. Captain Gelt is the head of security. Alright, so we're producing 2 salts and water. And we have only 1 water to play with. Okay, so we know our salt is going to have to it's going to have to pass over one of these. But whatever we do is also going to have to avoid passing over that to put it there. Once again, I'm definitely optimizing more for space than for time, because this is by no means efficient. But we could do something like grab... Oh no, but we can't, because they can't run into each other. The atoms can't run into each other. Which is an interesting bit of... Okay. Oh, piston. Give me a piston. Piston, piston, piston. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Wait, why are you suddenly stuck together? It's so weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is starting to be a bit brain tickly. Right, because we need to maneuver this onto this. And maneuver this onto this without touching this. And we need to maneuver this onto these two while touching this without any of them ever running into each other. Okay. Okay. This feels like a track situation. Where's my track? There it is. Yeah. Okay, so then we can do like this, right? We do grab, turn, turn, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four turns clockwise, we'll put it on there. And then we slide up and go whoop. And meanwhile, this arm is gonna, yeah, okay. So then we go that, and then pivot one more clockwise. And that'll place that in place. And then meanwhile, this arm can do this one here. So 2 is just going to do, it's going to wait until that's out of the way and then grab and just go up 2 and drop. So plus, plus, reset. And then meanwhile, we wait for line 1 to reset. And then we grab again. This is very long. This is absolutely not optimized at all. Turn, turn to turn it into assault. Turn, turn back again. And up 1. And then reset. Oh, and then drop. Oh yeah. Alright, that'll work. It's ugly as sin, but it works, I think. Well, no. Whoops. Hang on. How far? It's because I did it fucking backwards. God damn it. I knew this was going to start fucking biting me. Hold on a second. I would like to swap these. Can I just swap these? Hang on. Opus Magnum switch instructions. Flip instructions between switches. Damn it. Okay, hold on. I cocked it up. Cocked it up. Here. You just come over here for a second. And bring you down here. And then these two need to come over here. Right? That right? mean? It's not colliding into a... Wait, what? That's all correct. Why? Why is it colliding? Oh, I guess it exists as an atom there, even if it hasn't been picked up. Okay, good to know. So in that case, this is even uglier. And this needs to... left. Go up. And then pivot. And then do it like that. Okay, like that. God damn it! Fucking tits! The bonding! Oh, God. Wow. Okay, well, that was all incorrect. That's gonna fuck me. That's fucking me up every fucking time. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Like that, I guess. How busted is this? Okay, it's a little busted. Oops. Need to fix, which is that track 1. Needs to rotate. Instead of just clockwise. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, hold on. Right, okay. Okay, and then we need another arm here that will just wait until all of this is done and then do a grab, rotate, reset, right? Whoops. God, this is sneaky. This is sneaky. This is more complicated than it looks. Like that? There we go. Oh, almost. Almost. Shit tits. Hold on. Oh, I want to make this all compact looking though. God damn it. Can we... if I grab... if we make you a piston instead. Rotate one, retract, pivot, maybe. Take one, counterclockwise, or grab first, and rotate, counterclockwise, pivot clockwise, reset. Oh, almost. Almost. I'm gonna spend so much of the Vantassen's money just because I want to make it look all pretty rather than actually, like, optimizing anything. Can I put pistons on track? Is that a thing that I can do? It is. Haha. Okay, so in that case... that. This is deeply ugly. That's also incorrect. You didn't do what I told you to do, dude. Hold on. Alright, so piston grabs, turns, pivots. Why didn't you move down your track? Oh wait, it says it has a positive and negative mark on it. I thought it was just positive and negative left and right on the... Also, there's a Figgy. Hi, Figgy. Figgy, you wanna say hi? You wanna show up on the camera? Come here. Come here. Yeah, you're being very cute. Come here. Would you let me pick you up to put you on camera? There she is. There she's on camera a little bit. A Figgy sighting indeed. Come here. Will you let me pick you up? She's pretty skeptical about it still, but we can try. Whoop, there we go. Not so much? Okay. We do love Figgy. She a good girl. Bree was here earlier for a little while, and she was very brave with Bree. Came out and even got some pets. It was very cute. Okay, so, hold on a second. I did not realize... I guess it has to do with the direction you draw it originally. Probably? Yeah, okay, so... Get rid of this. I want to do it the other direction. Not that it really matters, but it keeps things making sense in my head. If that... What just happened to all my instructions? What the fuck? Where did all my instructions go? What happened? Hello? Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I panicked for a moment there. Jesus. Okay, so track plus to minus, or minus to plus, there we go. Okay. So in that case, should be correct. Like that, right? Ish, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. They scrolled to the left when we were looking at Figgy. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, this is so ugly. This is so fucking ugly. Efficiency-wise, that was fucking horrible, I'm pretty sure. Although, oh, it's not too far off from my friends. Oof. Yeah, the cycles on that could definitely be more efficient. The question is, how much do I care about optimizing that on stream? I feel like the thing is, like, if I want to optimize for space, then it's really hard to optimize for cycles and vice versa. This is challenging. This is decidedly challenging. Okay. I'm comfortable with that for now. Maybe I'll come back to it later. There are days when I could use such a cure myself. Here, have some. What? This isn't for me, Anateus. If you get caught, it's fine. There's a secret. My amazing hangover cure is water. Just plain water. Captain Gelt has no idea, but apparently he loves it. Works wonders, he says. Oh, I get it. We were making H2O. Okay. That's rather funny. Also, I'll never trust an alchemist again. You shouldn't. Ha ha. Wah wah. Alright, airship fuel. Captain Gelt asked for something to put in the Van Tassen airship. Apparently it's out of fuel. Oh, that old thing. First time I've heard someone say that old thing in reference to an airship. The last time I remember the airship actually in the air was the celebration for Frederick's birth. Clearly Frederick disappointed his grandfather so much they never took it out again. Ha! More likely it's simply been out of fuel this whole time. The whole time? Are you serious? After the old head alchemist died, we had an interim one for a while who was not great. Never trust a chemist. Good to know. Alright, what are we making here? We are making two fires and 2 salts. And once again, okay, I'm not gonna get fucked up this time. We'll remember, we need the bonds. Interesting. Okay, so we don't have a built-in bond of that shape. But I would imagine that we can build these 3 and then use one of these to bond the salt onto the end of it. Or maybe even pivot it around, so... Okay. Alright, let me think. Let me think. So we're gonna have... We have 3 fire sources. Let's say, hypothetically, for a start, that we're gonna have one little subroutine over here that's just responsible for making salts and handing them off. Thinking about this like a programmer for sure. Alright, so we got one little subroutine here that just makes salts and hands them off. Can we do it that way? And then we'll build our... Okay, hold on. So we could build this here. It's just gonna grab... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make this chunk here first, I think. Hold on. I'm thinking this through. Yeah, this is why I don't think this would work for a stream game long term, because so much of it is just me sitting here staring at the screen like, Okay. So I want to build... Let's start by just building... Do this. Hey, Robbie. How's it going? Battery and Timer Sherpa wanted to say hi. Well, thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you're having a great Monday. Alright, so let's start just with this thing over here. This thing over here is going to do... Grab... Pivot, drop, reset, grab, pivot, extend, drop, reset. We do that, that just does that, and then fucks up. Hold on, I didn't do it the other way around. Like that, right? Cool. Alright, so that just puts those in place. Yes, I know. It's a little short on action. I can't really give suggestions without annoying the heck out of you or being 5 minutes too late. Yeah, it's definitely not action-packed. It's fascinating. It's fascinating to play. I'm not sure how fascinating it is to watch, long-term, at least. Had better, but keeping an eye on my goals. That's a good attitude. Good attitude. Hope things been well with you. Holding together. Very busy, but holding together. Okay, so that produces that. Also, Plasma, if you have suggestions, feel free to toss them out. The timing might not work out, but I would welcome ideas. Okay, so that will fill that in. Whoops, that'll fill that part in. And then meanwhile over here, we'll have this produce the salt part. So one, we'll start over here, and we'll do grab I think this isn't gonna work. It's gonna start crashing into itself. We're gonna have to move some things around. But just for sake of argument, it's gonna be grab, pivot to the left, or not pivot, the other one. Rotate to the left. And then reset. So that produces our first chunk. And so what we need to do is we need to grab that and stick another salt on the end of it. With another bonding thingy. I already fucked up my idea that I had of having a little subroutine over here. Okay, this is definitely hilariously inefficient. We could do something like this, maybe. No. The problem is, so we fill this up with stuff. Great. Then we need to grab the stuff out of it, rotate it into a binding thing that sticks the other salt onto this end. So that's the question, is what is the best way to do that? We could grab it, pull it forward. Piston, maybe? Okay, you can't reach more than 3. It's good to know. Could work potentially, actually, if we replace this with a piston. This is really ugly looking. Holy mackerel. Okay, hold on. Alright, so I think what one is doing is still doing what it's supposed to do. That's good. Okay, good. So then number 3 is our salt handler. So we can have number 3 do its thing of, which is gonna be grab, pivot, whoop, nope. Counterclockwise twice, extend, and then reset. And then grab, have it go around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Extend twice. Reset. number 2 in there is going to do, as soon as this guy's done, is going to do a grab and a retract and a reset. Is that right? That can't possibly be right, can it? Oh, nope. Okay, couple things wrong here. Oh, actually. Shit. Fuck, it's definitely not correct. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that part's right. Why do I have you just... Oh, I have these backwards. Oops. There we go. Okay, almost correct. Well, none of it's... No, hold on. Shit. Fuck. Balls. Hold on. Conceptually good. But not correct. Fill those in. So we need to go salt. Hang on. Am I even doing this correctly? Yeah, salt, fire, salt. Okay, so the last salt has to end up... So we need to grab this, rotate it over here. Just experiment with something here real quick. Grab, instead of pivot, we do a... Or instead of a retract, we do a rotate to the left. What does that look like? It breaks. That's what it looks like. Fuck. I've gone down a rabbit hole here. This is incorrect. This is all incorrect. Fuck. Okay. Alright, let's rethink this. So if we make our fire, salt here, this needs to rotate into this so that we can drop a remaining salt here. So let's get that, let's make that work first. Kind of difficult to do while maintaining a small amount of space. Do that, I'll move there, and then I'll move there. If we do it like that, it'll move there, and then there, and there. So we could potentially do like that. Is that allowed? Can we do that? Okay, I mean, okay. What 2 is doing is obviously incorrect now, but, we don't have to change this completely. We set up this all right so far. So we need to do, for number 2, instead we need to do pivot left, 2 extensions, and then reset. So move all of these out a little to the right. Extend one more. Come back. Waiting for dinner is the worst part of waiting for dinner. So true. How are the... You said you're having tenders, right? Okay, so that still makes our thingy. Okay, so that's good. And so then we want number 3. Oh, fish fingers. Right. To do... Once all of this is in place, to do a grab, rotate, 1, 2 to the left. We want to see if this works. I don't know if this will work or not. I don't know if the game will allow me to do this. Oh, it will. Okay, I pivoted too far, actually. We only need to do this once. And then number 2, meanwhile, we need to change what it's doing here. Actually, we might be able to compact this a little bit more. If we do this, right? Okay, so we need to change up everything that 2 is doing. But whereas this is conceptually good. Okay, so 2 needs to do grab, rotate, extend, reset. And then it needs to wait. Or wait, no, so then it's gonna do grab, pivot, or rotate, drop, hey, okay. We got it. Well, sort of. Ugh. Okay, so now we've made the damn thing. Now we've made the damn thing. Now how do we get it the fuck out of this little behemoth that I've created? Okay. So that runs do. Okay, so now it's in that position. Right, okay, so we need to figure out, so we now have our, oh, that's not correct, is it? Fuck, it's in the wrong shape. Right, because we have salt, fire. So actually what we need is for it to be like this. So I think if we want to keep this compact, it's going to have to be a track. Because then it will end up looking like this. And then we can potentially just yank it sideways into this. Okay, and this is gonna have to be a track. Okay, so then do that part. So 2 then is going to have to do a little bit more maneuvering. Who's gonna grab, pivot, or turn. Oh, god damn it. Turn. Go up the track 1. So that goes pivot up the track 1. Turn. So that 2 turns facing this way, goes up the track 1, then it's here. Needs to extend out 1 and then drop. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. So now, if we set up another piston here. I know, right, Figgy? We wait until all of that is in place, and then 4 does a grab and pull. Yeah? Twice. Oh, it's gonna run into this fucker. God damn it. Okay, this is actually really hard. At least with the restrictions that I've sort of started placing on myself here. Tits. Okay, hold on. Alright, so with the work that we've done so far, we have this thing here, and it is completely boxed in. Damn it. Yeah, there's no way to maneuver that where it isn't running into... Oh, damn it. Okay. What if we move you over here? So we gotta change what 1 is doing now. It's gonna grab, pivot, extend. It's gonna be a left turn. 2 left turns. God damn it. What even happened there? Oh, fuck. Okay, so they get bonded there when they both end up in the same place next to each other, and then they move with each other and bonk. Ugh! This is way more complicated than it looks. God damn. Alright, we have an ad break coming up. We're going to go ahead and hit that, and then we will return to this adventure. So, stretch your legs, pet your pets, get a drink. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, we're back. And I've made a little bit of progress. Sort of. So if I run this... that produces... Okay, we get as far as the correct shape. And then things start running into each other. I'm still not entirely clear on how this thing determines where the sequence ends. Because this branch keeps, like, these branches keep restarting before other ones have finished. And I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. Or how to make it stop. It sort of seems to do something when I put this in different places. Like, it changes, I don't know if you can see this, but like the lighter area says how far the thing goes. But I don't understand why what I'm doing is affecting that. Now if we run this, there's this whole chunk over here for like no particular reason. And meanwhile, this one has already started again. Hang on. Opus, Magnum, wait for all. Lanes to finish. The game automatically synchronizes all arms to the length of the longest instruction sequence. Okay, but that's not true. It's like demonstrably not doing that. Like, what is all this over here? I don't understand. Dorian, you've played this. Do you know what's up? Do you know why it's doing this? Or how to fix it? Because that's what part of what's fucking me up here. If I just delete this. Okay, so it seems to be annoyed by there being empty space before something starts doing things. Because if I put this back here, then everything lines up. So if I did this and this, then everything lines up. Okay. At this point, I usually cry. You know what? Valid. Okay. So it doesn't seem to like us just having empty space where things aren't doing anything. So it lines up correctly if everything grabs at the same time to begin. Which, you know, I can work with that. That's okay. 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 Except we don't want you doing that yet. Okay, but dropping this in here is okay. Again, I don't think this is what this is intended to do. It is working. Is there like a no-op? Just like an instruction that doesn't do anything? I feel like we saw one. But maybe not. Yeah, because what is this? What is what is happening? Okay. Alright, this is not the right answer. We'll just do this. so that it works and keeps doing what it's supposed to do. There. Okay. So, alright, so that gets us this thing in this position. I kind of want to see if we can compact this a little bit further by making our track go this way instead. So then for number 2, we're gonna grab, turn, oh wait, actually, no. Wait, because we need to place it here, right? So never mind. I can now see the appeal of this thing, just to stick in there, just to make it look cleaner. So maybe we'll do that. And then... we'll do 2 of those, just so as we can do another piston up here, I think. At which point we can do... Once again, we'll do this grab release just to make it stop freaking out. There's definitely a better way to do this. I just don't know what it is. And once again, feels very like programming. Okay, so then when all of this stuff is done, everything is in the right place, then we'll do grab, rotate, pivot, reset. Maybe. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, almost. Almost. Wait, stop. Stop. Okay. Almost. Pivot, extend. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Hold on. What do we actually want there? Alright, got everything in place now. So now our 4th piston grabs, rotates, pivots. Oh no, that's not correct, is it? Okay. I know there's a way to do this. Does it work if we do it in a different order? Surely not, right? Nope. Incorrect. Oh no, we need a track here, actually. We need a track. We need a track, not a pivot. Programming this must have been a hell of a thing. So grab, move along the track, then extend, then reset. Oh, too far, too far, too far. Too far. Do we not need the extends? Maybe we don't need that. Yeah, there we go. We got there. And we kept it compact. Let's go. This is so satisfying when it works, though. Alright. Made airship fuel. It's kind of gnarly, but we got there. And my area is low, so I'm happy. Simple enough. Now the Van Tassen airship can take to the skies again. Sure, as long as we can find someone to pilot it. Doesn't seem too complicated. How about me? How about Captain Gelt or Frederick? That's a disturbing thought. Maybe we should pretend the airship is still out of fuel. Alright, and last one for Chapter 1. Precision Machine Oil. Oh dear, oh dear. What is it now? Apparently, Armand arranged for Frederick to go on a date with a young lady from another house. Oh dear. And now I have to make some machine oil? You... what? For the observatory. Frederick tried to take her there, but everything was rusted solid. Of course. Even better, Clara, the young lady, is from House Soria. He was probably hoping to prove our observatory is just as good as theirs. Oh, she must have been tremendously impressed all round. Yes, I'm sure that's what he wanted the oil for. I'm sure. Yeah. Nothing spruces the mood up like a little WD-40, I tell you what. Okay, so we are making... what are we making? We are making... okay. What the fuck even is this stuff? This is... it's two little dudes on a line. What is that? We're making tin! Tin and water. Okay, so we need to upgrade our lead. We have some lead and quicksilver. So first of all, we need to do our glyph of, which one is it? This one, glyph of projection. And we're gonna put some fucking quicksilver in that thing. And we're gonna make some fucking tin out of lead. Hey girl, have you seen the size of my telescope? Ayo! Okay, alright. Cool. So, easy peasy-ish. Machineries for hysteria treatments. Hey, hey! Okay, once again, let's not get fucked up. We need to bond. Everything must be bonded. Okay, let's... You're fine. It's funny. Okay, so we want to make, first of all, we gotta make our tin. Start here. So arm 1 is just gonna do grab, twist left, drop. And we're gonna have another arm over here that we'll do grab, twist right, drop. Alright. Interesting. Not quite what I was going for. Okay. Right, okay. So we produce our tin. And now, let's say, we're gonna put it on here. And we're gonna also drop some water. And then we need to take the bonded thing and put it on another bonded thing where we can put some more tin. Okay. So I think we could do something like this. My desire to make these things physically compact is definitely making this harder for me than it needs to be. Kitten will have you all know I've been playing with string all day and I won't let her walk on my desk or play with it. Oh no. How dare you treat Kitten like that? How dare. That is cruelty. Okay. Let's see. So we produce our tin. We're going to fill this thing in. We're just going to have arm 3 do grab, pivot, drop. Same deal. So that just does... Oh, wait. Not quite correct. Arm 2 needs to then pivot again to the right and then reset. And then, yeah, reset. Okay. Right. Okay, cool. So that gives us the first half. So we get to a point where we have that. And then we need to move this somewhere that we can stick another tin onto the end of it. We're at the end. We're in the last mission of the first chapter, and we were hired by our noble patron to make mechanical lube for his date with the pretty member of the another house. Ostensibly because the machinery in the observatory is all rusted. Spirit swap for Pride Month. What is Spirit swap? Thank you so much for that redemption, Dory. Spirit swap. Lo-fi beats to match 3-2. Action puzzle game set in a lush, narrative-driven world of witchy demons. Okay. Cast spells, be queer, and crash the biggest concert of the year. That sounds fun. Alright, we will add that to the Friday to-do list. We already have your other redemption of the Dark Pictures game, so... we'll do this one first for Pride Month, I suppose, and then we'll do the horror one after that. Okay. Alright, so we have our tin. Now I need more tin. I need more tin. Fuck. Where do I want to move this? Okay. So we've got it in this position. It's gonna run into things. God damn it. Again, trying to make this small is definitely making my life harder. What if we do like that? You don't have to make it small, said no programmer ever. Yeah, listen, I have my pride, okay? It's gotta be somewhat efficient in some fashion. It's definitely not efficient in cycles, but I can make it look pretty. Okay. So what if we do like that? Fuck. Damn it. Fish fingers are ready. Let's fucking go. What kind of fish? Let's see here. What's the best way to do this? So we eventually want to produce water, the tin on either side of it. Just got back from spaghetti and green beans and garlic bread and pineapple and a very tiny cheesecake for dessert. Those all sound fantastic. All right, what if we maneuver things around a little bit here? What if we do this a little bit more vertically? And then in that fashion we can put there. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay. So basically, okay, let's think about it just from the perspective of these things for a moment. We can produce one of these, which is going to be either tin and water or water and tin. And then we need to be able to maneuver it either so that this is on this, or so it's like that or like that. Let's talk about what that would look like first. So we could just do this, right? Just yoink sideways. We'd have to rotate it around, I suppose, because that would, if we grab from here, it'll end up pointing diagonally. Okay, so not, what if we do this with a track? Motherfucker. Like that. So then we can just yank it sideways. Okay, I think we're onto something there. So if we put that. That's not correct. Doing previously? Why was this? How was this even working? Okay, let's just forget all of this actually. Forget you. Forget you. So what are you doing? Fucking nothing, that's what. Right, because I moved you over here. Right, okay. There we go. Okay, so that's what that was doing previously. So we're gonna move this over here. Place our tin there. And we bring this in. Put our water. The fact that they can't run into each other makes this so much more complicated. Okay, wait. Okay. Hold on. What if we do like this? Number 4 just does a grab, pivot, reset. Good. Okay. So that makes that. And then what if we do... Yeah. Okay, hold on. We do... Set up another bonded pair here. And we just... Actually, we don't need... I just slide it over 1. So then all of that's done. We have... Number 3. Slide to the left. Or grab, slide to the left. Reset. This is gonna have to be a piston, actually. So we do grab, slide to the left. Drop. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's gonna bonk into things. Wait. Zip. Zip. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Grab. Slide to the left. Nice. Okay. Okay. Once again, cheat. Okay. Nice. Okay. Shit. Okay, hold on. Move this over here, move this up here. Number 3 is going to go to the left instead of the right. Good, perfect. Okay, so now, then we can go have number 2. Oh, wait, is it gonna bump into itself if I try and have it circled back around the other direction? Oh, I'm making this so difficult for myself in a way that it absolutely does not need to be. Right, because then if number 2, if we have it go grab, right, left, it's gonna blow up, right? Yep. Fuck. Okay. Make you piston. So then this first one is going to be grab, retract, right, reset. And then grab, retract. Right. Oh. Grab, retract, right, left. There's hotkeys you can use for these, and I am absolutely not using them at all. And then reset U, and then 3 pulls in. then resets. Maybe? Oop, wrong direction. This needs to be retract. Oops. Oh wait, we're missing our second Quicksilver. So this one needs to do this twice. At what point? At any point, basically. So one needs to just repeat. Hey, it works. Let's go. Just to make my OCD happy, we're gonna dump these in there. So it's all compact. There we go. I'm sure people have made like super stylish versions of these things. I'm gonna end up looking at the like optimization community for this game and it's gonna end up making me sad. But I'm content with this. It works. Let's go. Alright. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Well, Frederick's dates at the observatory ought to go better now. Maybe he and Clara could have a do-over. I don't think it works like that. Do you see any other choices? For Clara Soria, I believe House Colvin has a young man around Frederick's age. Maybe that's what Armand is trying to prevent, no? Quite likely. Pity he has only Frederick to work with. One can play the game with the pieces one has. Alright, chapter 1. Oh, never mind. What is this? Sigmar's Garden. Seeing your transmutation engine in action is giving me fond memories of playing Sigmar's Garden. Sigmar's what? You never played Sigmar's Garden? I thought everyone knew this game. You put the marbles in a certain pattern and... Marbles? Isn't that what these are? They're elemental proxies. Glass spheres that represent different types of atoms. Little glass spheres are commonly known as marbles. We never call them marbles. To anyone who's not a highly trained alchemist, that's what they are. Now why don't you give Sigmar's Garden a try? Fine, I suppose. What in the... Win one game to continue. Optional. Okay. How does this work? What am I supposed to... Do I not get any instructions on how this works? Hello? Help? Oh wait, here we go. Alright, your goal is to clear the board. Select a free marble, then pick a matching marble to remove them both from the board. A marble is only free if it has 3 contiguous empty spaces next to it. Luckily, spaces off the board count as empty spaces. Okay, 4 cardinal elements match with the others of the same type. Salt matches with any of the cardinal elements or with itself. Vitae and Mors will only match with their opposite. The metals match with Quicksilver, but only in the order of their transmutation from lead to gold. Okay. Okay, so I can click on this. And I can match it with this. Okay. I don't fully understand what's happening here, but that's fine. I match you. This is Mors, which can match only with Vitae. You can't match these together. These salts match with anything. Any of the elements, rather. Am I playing against her, or is this like a solitaire type situation? Okay. Okay. There's absolutely strategy here, and I'm absolutely unaware of what it is. I think we have to clear the board. It's not going very smoothly, however. It's going okay, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'm fucked here. Oh wait. Hey, I did it! Let's go! The way of the novice. Win a game of Sigmar's Garden. I feel like I got kind of lucky there, but I'll take it. Fun, isn't it? It's not at all how alchemy works. The cardinal elements, for example. It's just a little amusement, Anateus. When we were children, we used to sneak in here and play it when the alchemist was away. What? You were totally unsupervised near the transmutation engine? We only used the marbles, Anateus. Calm yourself. They're not marbles. They're representations of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. They're also little glass spheres. I'll flick one at you. Ah, stop it! You can't play with delicate equipment like this. They're far cheaper than the rest of your kit, you know, being that they are marbles. I'd still appreciate it if you didn't treat them so casually. Well, we did it for years. You really had no idea about Sigmar's Garden? Not at all. Why would the university bother to teach us something so frivolous? You sound exhausting, Antaeus. Alright, health tonic. Do you know exactly how old Armand is? Both he and the lady are rather advanced in age, and Frederick is the only possible heir. As Armand's only surviving grandson, he would be difficult to oppose. There are some other claimants from distant branches of the family, but they're weak. What brought this on? Promised not to tell anyone, but I was asked to make a tonic to assist in regulating an irregular heartbeat. Oh, Armand. Hopefully he set up everything for an orderly succession of power after he's gone. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I do intend to keep him healthy. Alright. Art cannot exist without science. Science cannot exist without art. This guy needs to make room in his life for both. Agreed. Agreed. Oh boy, this looks complicated. Alright. We've got Vitae, Elemental Vitae, and we've got Distilled Water. Oh. Well, that's easy. Well, somewhat easy, at least. Is there a trick here? This seems quite straightforward compared to what we've been doing. So we can just do that, right? So number 2 is just gonna do a grab, extend, reset. And then number 1 is gonna do grab, left, left, reset, grab, reset, grab, right, reset. The motherfucking bonding again. Why does this keep fucking me up so bad? God damn it. That keeps fucking me up. I don't know why I'm struggling with this concept so much. Okay. This is fine, though. This is fine. We need to do... Hold on. We need to attach. We need to push this. Hold on. Over 1 so we can bond the Vitae to it down here. And we can only have 1 Vitae source, right? Okay. Alright, never mind. This is not easy. So we push this over to bond there. And then we need to bond the other one up here. do... Hold on. Like that, right? Okay. So that gives us... If we still have it start like that. Okay, cool. Right, okay. So that still works, more or less. That gives us the right shape. So now we just gotta figure out how to get it into this sucker. So what if we do a track? That. And then after all this is done, we go back along the track. Well, it helps if we grab first. Okay, don't actually want you to reset in that case. We do this. We can. Okay, so in that case, let's do minus, 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 and then reset. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, let's make it all, nope, all neat. Yeah. Once again, almost certainly a cleaner way to do this. What we got there? Nice. All right. Cool. All right. There, that should do it. One healthy-ish patriarch for the House Van Tassen, as ordered. Long live the Patriarch Armand. Yeah, long live, I guess. You don't seem particularly enthusiastic. I do think it's good if he stays alive. After all, he pays for everything around here. You do well to show a little more appreciation for your house. Anateus is gonna get his shit kicked in if he's not careful. Stamina potion. A little boost at the necessary time. What do you want about? A little boost at the necessary time is how he put it. Who put what? Armand is worried about Frederick. Rightly so, I would say. But, oh no! God, we made him lube and now we're making him Viagra, you guys. Particularly, he wonders if Frederick will be able to produce an heir. I'm to make him a potion that will give him a boost at the necessary time. I get it. That's not so unusual, really. Stamina potions have long been used for such purposes. It's not making it that's the issue for me, it's thinking about it. You should know better than to use your imagination in cases like this. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright, we're coming up on the end of the stream, so this is probably going to be our last one. Okay. So we have this and this. We just need to bond them together with some iron in the middle. So we need to do 2 cycles through the Quicksilver stuff up here. Let's set up our little Quicksilver builder. These are pretty easy. So arm 1 is just gonna do grab, right turn, reset. And over here we'll do arm 2, which will do grab left turn, reset. Alright. And we're gonna need to do that twice. We'll need to do this one up here twice. Okay. That produces our gold that we need. Where's gold? Iron, sorry. That produces our iron. And then we're gonna need to make the issue is that we can produce 2 of these thusly, and we need to be able to bond them together in the middle. So we're gonna need one of these. Okay. All right. Okay. So what if we do this lined up here, and then it waits for our iron to be created, and it's gonna grab it. Pivot it around to the right. Rotate it around to the right. Those are 2 different concepts here. And then reset. Oh, wait. God damn it. Damn it. I got it backwards. Nice. Okay. So that gives us that. So that means... Hi, Alonzo. Oh, actually, you haven't been seen on stream yet, have you? We'll go do a quick Alonzo sighting here as we're wrapping up. Say, buddy. Say hi. I love you. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So that gets us in that position, which means we can also do... Here's what I'm thinking. Do this. So have number 4 do an extend. Or sorry, grab extend. Nice. So that gets us that. Oh, and then we can't retract again. Okay, stop. Hold on. Actually, this needs to not be here anyway, because we need also to have it on this side. Which is inconvenient, I tell you what. What if we do, like, this? Ow. Buggery. Okay. Okay. I'll be able to grab this thing and like rotate it up here on either side, basically. I think we're probably gonna need a track for this purpose. Let's do some... This one is actually kind of hard. We might pause without quite finishing it. Do some experimenting with number 4 down here. So we do... rotate. Whoa. Hold on. Okay. Let's say we do that. No. Also not correct. I want to get it so it's here. So we need to be able to get it there and also here from the same source. Actually, wait. There. And also there. This is complicated. This one's making my head hurt a little bit. So we need to be able to... Okay. So we produce our salt, or our iron. That's not a problem. We can put that wherever we need to. We need to be able to bind it to this from two different directions. And then we're going to have an atom right here. We need to bind it in two different directions. And we need to produce both of those from the same source. Do the, like, have the source here, and then just swing it around so it could go to the top and then to the bottom. This is such a cool little system, though. Like, programming this game must have been fucking wild. Because this is really kind of cool, the way that it's set up. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here, because I think this this one is definitely going to take me longer than 5 minutes. I definitely really enjoyed this game. I don't think I'm going to do more streams of it, just because it's not particularly action-packed. But I enjoyed sharing it with you guys. And I will definitely post some more about my adventures with it in Discord, because I'm sure I'm going to fiddle with it more. Very stylish game. I'm getting a kick out of it. I think for our next Monday night game, we will be moving to... What was the name of this game that I've had on the radar here? Called Saros, which is it's a sci-fi roguelike, Souls-like looking thing. Which looks really cool. So we're going to try it for at least a week, see what we think of it. And yeah, exactly. I'm definitely enjoying it. So we're going to try Saros next week. And then Rain World after that is the plan for Monday night. I do need some more ideas for Monday night skill check games. So if anybody has things on the radar that they think would be a good idea, please feel free to hit me up. And then on Friday, we're going to be finishing up the altars. And then we will do Dorian's Pride Month request. And then we also have the horror game request on the queue as well. And then a bunch of other random chaotic things coming up. So lots of fun stuff coming up on Fridays. But this coming Friday is my birthday. Woohoo! So we'll be doing Jackbox Adventures this Friday. And I'll be doing my usual Steam card giveaway at the end. So get hyped for that. And yeah, that's the plan. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you really enjoyed. Have a great rest of your evening. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time.